show. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexicans, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Never say no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Bring it up. 180! 46 down, man, 5-4.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On first down, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Go. 180! 57. Come on.
On second and 11 now. Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Wentz on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up first and 10.
Mike 51.
Watch the screen. Watch the cover. Watch the ship. Bang. Watch the ship.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now 2 years in the making, Darius Geis's first NFL carry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On first down, this is Geis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 60 out low.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Check.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On second down, here's Haskins. Flush to his right. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, Look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Corner blitz by Josh Norman works like a charm.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, this is Howard. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll hand it out to Geis. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Check it back. Check it back.
Here's Bryce Love getting his inaugural NFL carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field, sees that the ball's moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
Room here to run. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Mike 51.
On 2nd down, Love. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw, Haskins. Here's a screen to Powell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Waiting. 51 to Mike. Get him. Kill. Mike 51. Get your swerve on. Hey, wahoo.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Score, Tokyo!
57's Mike.
Here. Bravo!
Check. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
You gonna see me in your
son.
You gonna see me in your
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Haskins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want it. You don't want it. Check 30, let's go.
Now Haskins to throw it. It's brought in by Dodson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ringer, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Watch the out. 51. Come on, go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing again, here's Haskins. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
To throw on third down. Haskins, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. We go first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Go. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Back. Great. 22-jet bomber. Kill. Hey, we're good.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Howard has the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we're at half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Check. Check, please.
On first down, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And Reed with it over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Sunday.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. They find some open field here. He's got daylight past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard. An 80-yard touchdown, and the Eagles have retaken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Check. 81. Set. Slam.
They start on the ground with Geis. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, 72 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Now the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Redskins 20, Eagles 17.
out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
74. Jim. Hey, Echo.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Great 15. 81. 51's the mic, boys. 51. Hey, Haywood. You got it.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz turns over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike, 57. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 57's Mike. Who that? 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Blue there.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Howard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Sunday.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now the first career carry for the Penn State star, Miles Sanders. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now Wentz will keep it, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Touchdown. Number 53. Line 53. I'm coming after the train.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Mike 51. I'm coming. Once more, 51.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Alluding to pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
57's the Mike. It's coming this way.
On second down, it's Sanders. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
57. Mike, 57. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. You got nothing to do.
82.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, kill. Hey, forward kill.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Straight 15.
57's the Mike.
Hey, Steve 6.
57, Mike 57.
Ram.
Mike 57.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, a really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. 57's the Mike. They can't hang with us. 57's the Mike. Rock 57. Rip left.
Sunday.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Okay, double up.
To throw is Wentz. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Charlie. 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 57. Mike, 57. Go. Go.
Hey, 57. 57.
Let's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Back to throw. Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they take a knee. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
Here's Tressway now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Jackson to return. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not